Sorry? Look up to? I used to look up to my brother because he was taller than me. Role models. I love, of course, the Beatles, of course, you know, in music. I love, you know, all sorts of different people. I don't know, it's hard to say. You got me there. I like God. God's cool, you know? Because, you know, God is, are you ready for this? God loves you eternally. And your souls, you know, you have a soul inside, it's like a light, a little beaming strength, it's very strong. Everybody has the same powerful light, you know? And that's the God light, it's like a connection with God. God is all that is. He's not, I don't think he's a guy with a beard and sitting on a throne somewhere. I don't think so. I think God is everything. God is all that is, you know? And I learned something just a couple of weeks ago, and I should have remembered, but, you know, have you ever heard of Gandhi? Yeah. He was a really cool guy. He lived in India about 100 years ago or so, probably more, 50 years ago. So anyway, and he said, he was a very, very spiritual guy, you know? And he said, you know, God has no religion. So I thought that was kind of cool. What that means, I don't know, but it just means that people like in China, they have their own path to God, you know, they have their own understanding of God, and people who live in India have their own understanding of God, and people who live in America have this, you know, so everybody has their own understanding of God, and I think that's a good thing. And anyway, that's just a thought. But you all have the same light inside, and nobody really teaches you that much about it. But you have this incredible power inside that is connected to God being all that is, you know. So don't be afraid of listening to your, you know, your conscience when you think things. You know, when it says, don't put your hand in the fire, you know, and you say, ah, shit. Well, the voice said, don't put your hand in the fire, you know. And that voice is your connection with divine. And divine's all around you all the time. So always remember that. It's just something to think about. Because you are incredibly loved on many, many levels. So never ever think, you know, even if your best friend doesn't love you, or your parents don't think they love you, and etc., but you are loved, and never ever forget that. Because that's one thing I've learned by getting old, you know. But I'm letting you know now, so you don't have to worry about it so much. Does that make sense? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Good. Sure, please.
What's your favorite song?
Sorry?
What's your favorite song that you wrote?
The song that I wrote? Well, I had quite a lot. Oh, I had a #1 hit before you were born. It's called "On of a Lonely Heart."
Oh, play it.
Should I play it? Yeah. Play it. Move yourself. You always live your life, never thinking of the future. Prove yourself. You are the steps you take. Take your chances, win or loser. Be yourself. Give your free will a chance. You've got to want to succeed. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Much better than owner of a broken heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Woo. Say you don't want to chance it. You've been hurt so before. Watch it now. The eagle in the sky, how we dance in one and only. You lose yourself, no, not for pity's sake. There's no real reason to be lonely. Be yourself. Give your free will a chance. You've got to want to succeed. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Much better than owner of a broken heart. Owner of a It will excite, it will delight, it will give you a better start. Don't deceive your free will at all. Don't deceive your free will at all. Don't deceive your free will at all. Just receive it, receive it, receive it in your heart and soul. Receive it, receive it, receive it in your heart and soul. So much, and thank you all for listening, and I hope you had a good time.
Yes.
Just have fun, okay? Life is very, very exciting. Have fun. Cheers.
Thank you, Jon.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Maybe you take him out on tour with you when you go. Thank you again. Thank you so much. We're going to start our tour now, so if you guys don't have any other questions, if we can just exit from the back row first. If you guys will stay still for a minute.
First two rows, stay seated. Follow Scott up.